So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update about my iPad situation. I've been working on getting my iPad to be sort of my laptop replacement, and there have been some developments. Since we last discussed. Let's get an update. Hey there, friends on YouTube. My name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech's so honest, it hurts. This is your first time here. Thank you for stopping by. Please go back and check out all my other videos, and if you like this one or any of those, then like and subscribe, you know, all that stuff. Thank you. When we last discussed the iPad, I had gotten a 10.5-inch iPad Pro and a Logitech Slim Combo case/keyboard to go with it. And I had an Apple Pencil. Well, after just a couple of days of using it, I realized that the 10.5, while it was the perfect size for, like casual use and stuff like that, if I wanted to do a lot of note-taking, journal writing, video editing, music making, that kind of thing, it was a little too restrictive for me and my fat fingers. So I decided to go out and get this. The 12.9-inch 2017 iPad Pro. And so far, I have been serving dinner on it every night. I joke. So far, I've been really happy with it. It's pretty nice, and I've got some accessories to go along with it. Some accessories. And I figure we just talk through it. I got a 64 gigabyte model, which may have been a mistake. However, I don't plan to store a bunch of stuff on this. I plan to do work and then offload that work to the cloud or whatever. I've got a lot of iCloud storage that I could use. And I'm going to try and keep this unit relatively clean and peppy. Peppy? I don't know. So I've been enjoying this. But then the folks over at Logitech, they saw my video where I was using the Slim Combo for the 10.5-inch version. They said, hey, if you got any questions, you need any help, whatever, let us know. We'll get you some information. And I said, well, actually, I traded in exchange for the 12.9. So do you have a 12.9-inch that maybe you could send me for review? And they said, hey, sure. So they sent me this to review. And so this is going to be that review. One thing I really like about this guy, if you open it up here, and I've used it a little bit, but I figured I'd put it back in the box so that you guys could really enjoy the experience. It's a nice box, and I don't want to take anything away from you. Here's the keyboard itself, and one thing I really like about this, you got your magic charging ding-dongs right here. And this is a full-size keyboard. Slim, but full-size. And it has that nice Logitech response to it. So it's very easy to type with. And I'm a terrible typist. Never learned how to type for real, but I've written several novels, so I guess I'm getting by. But yeah, the full-sizeness of this. The 10.5-inch, the keys basically had very little to no space between them. Whereas you can see, these got about a quarter-inch worth of space in between them, maybe an eighth inch, somewhere in there. I don't know exactly. But it's a very good feeling keyboard, and the nice thing is it folds back like this. So when you're using it, it folds back like this, and it gives you a little bit of extra height when you're typing, so that if your hands aren't just like super flat. I'm not a super flat typer, and I like that a lot. So it doesn't take up as much desk space as this would. So that's good in my book. Put that over to the side. Next we have the rest of the Slim Combo. It's got all kinds of instructions and stuff here. In all kinds of languages. 4 different languages. We got English, we got French, we got Spanish, we got... No, that's Italian and not Spanish. So, okay. And it shows you pictographically how to install this thing. So let's go ahead and do it. Close up the box, set it to the side. And this thing goes in. It goes in super easy. Click, 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 click. Yeah, and it's done. Done. Has the kickstand. It has this kickstand that can go all the way back here and all the way up here, so it can stand up really straight. It detents so that it closes on its own right about there. See? And it seems like it's magnetized a little bit. And while this does look like fabric, it is plastic. But it does have better feet on it at the bottom to help from the scooching than the previous 10.5 inch did. So that is all good. Now, you just take this and you click it to the magic ding dongs, and you fold this under, and you are hitting the home button, touch IDing, and you're typing away. So this is a beautiful thing. Look how sleek. Look how slim. Right? And the nice thing about it is, if you don't want to use the keyboard comes off. You could actually get the smart cover and use that as well if you don't want to carry the keyboard around with you. And that would be nice. So, yeah, and you can also use this in portrait mode. So you just put it up like this, lean it back like this, portrait mode, which is kind of cool if you're reading or something like that. And that's what I do. What do I do with my iPad? I read books. I love, I used to be a Kindle guy. I love being able to go dark mode. And you couldn't really go dark mode on the Kindle unless you got the brand new Kindle Oasis that costs $250. And I figure if I'm spending $250, I want more than just a Kindle. So I read books. I also edit some video with a program called LumaFusion. So I haven't been using it for every video, but I have been using it quite a bit, and it's just nice to sit on the couch, edit with the pencil, and get your work done while sitting there with your family, whatever. I do my banking, YouTube TV. I also use, just starting to use, NoteShelf 2. NoteShelf 2 is something that I use. I also use Todoist to keep myself organized, tell myself what I need to do. I've got my calendar all up to date. Workflow is an app that I've downloaded. I'm looking at it. I need to really spend some time figuring out how to make it do all the things that it can do. Because once I do, it will make my life so easy. Or better. Or easier. I don't know. Anyway, as I said, I'm working on getting my iPad to be sort of my laptop replacement. And because I need it to do a bunch of different things, the 12.9 is the way that I decided to go. Now, the last thing that I got, now, because the pencil is great, but writing on glass with a pen is not always great. So right now I'm trying out this matte finish anti-glare 3-pack of Super Shields. Super Shields. They are not glass, they are plastic, stickers. It was $7 for 3, I believe. I'll put a link down in the description below and you can check them out. I don't know if I like them yet. I think I'm going to go through a bunch of different stuff before I find something that feels like writing sort of on paper. It has, as they say, enough tooth to it to make it feel like writing, because I have terrible handwriting. And writing on glass, my hand just goes all over the place. So I'm going to use this with this screen protector. Again, I want to say thanks to the folks over at Logitech for reaching out to me and giving me a chance to take a look at this 12.9 Slim Combo. I do like it quite a bit. I'm very pleased with the keyboard, and even though it has this big kickstand, it's still relatively slim. It's a little heavy, but relatively slim, and just the different functionality that you can get with it is, it's $149. Still cheaper than the Apple Smart Keyboard, but the Apple Smart Keyboard does not have function keys. Yeah, so play, pause, brightness, blah, 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 volume up, down, lock, home screen, all that stuff is here, but for some reason it's not on the Apple Smart Keyboard. And this, I've used the Apple Smart Keyboard in the past, this is a much better typing surface. Much more like an actual keyboard and not like somebody's stiff gym socks over keys. So again, thank you to Logitech for sending this out. This for my money is probably the most flexible and useful keyboard case that's out there for the iPad Pro 12.9 and 10.5, but I'm liking the 12.9 much, much better. I'll put links to all this stuff down in the comments. I think I said that. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. My name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. That's JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech so honest it hurts. Until the next time, I'm out.